good evening. I'm Rinala again, and welcome to Thought Well by An Academy. And I hope you all are having a nice, lovely Sunday. So, we did join you all yesterday on the live session where we had Shubhanshu Sir, Preksha ma'am join us as well. So, like last Sunday, I'm here again to join and interact with you guys just to know if I can, understand a little more of what exactly y'all are going through right now with midterm right around the corner. So I just thought I would again brighten up my Sunday evening by interacting with you guys. Fanatic Veer says, hi, hi. So today we're just going to be talking about something similar to what we spoke yesterday. That is a few key points on how to deal with midterm approaching. So first, let us start with the uh, pattern of what is actually given to us by ICSE when it comes to the subjects, right? So you have our subjects divided into three main groups, which is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Under group 1, you have English and Hindi, and you have history, civics, along with geography. So group 2 would be your mathematics, uh, physics, chemistry, and biology. And group 3 would have your optional subject depending on what you are opting for. That can be your commercial application, etc. Right? So these marks for your group 1 and group 2 would be 20 marks that would be given to you all internally, and 80 marks is what your theory paper is going to be out of. And when it comes to your group 3, it's going to be 50 marks of internals and 50 marks of your theory, which is easy in that way, right? So because you get a fair chance of scoring a good enough mark like in your internals out of 50. So in that way, when it comes to the group 3 subject, you have an upper hand. So Ayush says, hello ma'am. Hi Ayush. Saksham says, ma'am, can you teach English? um Yes, I can teach. We will give you an update of that very soon. I know ICSE English is one of the challenges you do have to face in 10th as well. So we will keep you all updated on that. I'm having my midterms from 11th September. Okay, that is quite close. All the best to you, Saksham. And do refer to our videos for help for with our rapid revision that is in math, bio, and history and civics. I'm pretty sure you would be able to gain something from there. I mean, that would be of use in your exam. So guys, I would really want to know what is it that y'all find um, tough about this midterm. That is, if y'all find anything tough about midterm approaching, let me know what is it that you'll please teach Julius Caesar. Okay, that's interesting. Julius Caesar is lovely. Yes. We will keep you updated on that, Saksham. So Saksham, if you can tell me which part of English you find tough, like other than Shakespeare, of course. Y'all do have like a treasure trove of short stories and the poems. So what is the challenge y'all would face? Just to know, like, what is the challenge y'all would face when it comes to you know English literature for your 10th ICSE? Um, Yashu Nandan says maths straight up. Okay, maths. Yashu Nandan, if you're trying to say maths is the challenge you would be facing, I really hope Shubhanshu sir is able to do justice to simplifying the concepts of maths for y'all, and I'm pretty sure he is doing an amazing job. So do refer to his videos for simplification of maths. As of now, with whatever's put up for the rapid revision in maths, I'm pretty sure they are in alignment with the syllabus of your midterm. So I'm pretty sure you can seek help from there. Um, Boy says, hola, hi. Saksham Lakhera poem. Okay, so you do have Indian poems and the Western poets as well, right? So to name a few, Saksham, because of their metaphorical meaning. Yes, absolutely. That does go into depth, and especially when it comes to the answer writing, um, it does get a little challenging over there because the marks allotment for English literature when it comes to your 10th boards. Not to intimidate y'all, but there is a particular answer writing pattern that ICSE does look forward to from their students. That is mainly because of the quality and in-depth um, analysis that they look for when it comes to their answers. So I can completely understand Saksham, but just a tip on how to deal with poems over here. I'm pretty sure, like in your classes as well, your teachers would have definitely, tried to guide you all on how to break down those metaphorical lines into simpler English. But when it comes to writing your answers when in your exam, I think simple explanation of what y'all would understand best of the poem, along with maybe there are many references online that y'all can look up depending on the poems, and but y'all will have to make sure y'all look for the um, you'll have to make sure you look for the poems summaries, or the para wise explanation depending on the grade, because you have graduate students also who do refer to a certain sort of explanation when it comes to poems this way with metaphorical references. So when it comes to looking up explanations for these poems, you'll have to be very careful with that. So that's one tip I can give you all with respect to that. Saksham Lakhera, we have only 5 poems, but they are like water and river. Nothing for ICSE. Nothing for ICSE. I didn't quite get you, Saksham. So, speaking about approaching midterm, okay, so like I said in yesterday's live, I think half of your syllabus is what most schools would cover when it comes to your midterm portions. Some schools do try to get done with the tougher, the in depth chapters in particular subjects and saving the easier ones for later, so it doesn't become a heavy load for y'all towards your boards. So, the portions for your midterm does vary from school to school, but having said that, I think completing a major part of your syllabus, be it whether the tougher ones are done before or the tougher uh, uh, part of the portion is saved for later, I think y'all should align yourselves with the completion of the syllabus in accordance with what your school has aligned for y'all. And they do their planning right academically to know and align the syllabus completion along with the timeline, giving y'all enough time for revision as well. So I think y'all should definitely work on sticking to that timeline and organize your time in a way where you do make time and keep up with the beat of the completion of the syllabus. And midterm would definitely give you all an idea of where you all stand in this entire half yearly test of yours when it comes to your boards, because the portions that y'all are getting for your midterm is definitely what is going to come for your board exam as well. So in that way, I would definitely tell y'all to organize your time and not lag behind. That is one thing that y'all can do from now itself, because if you have to head further into the coming months with boards approaching, I think the tentative dates for your board exam should be around Feb end. I don't even think it should be anywhere around mid March or anything. So it should be Feb end. Last year, sorry, this year 2024, the exams were on Feb 21st. So the board should schedule your exams around the same dates, if I am not wrong. So keep your tentative dates for your board exam likewise, and try not lagging behind in your syllabus. Try streamlining your time schedule, organizing yourselves in the particular time frames that you all have. And one big no is lagging behind in your syllabus when it comes to time, because we are already in the month of September. You have October, November, and December left, and with Jan, I would say keep it only for revisions, because I'm sure you would have your pre-finals that is conducted by your respective schools. So keep your pre-finals as the first test to see how y'all are gonna be doing, even though the questions that would be asked in your pre-final exams might vary or not vary. I mean, it depends on the questions that schools do set from, I mean, it varies a lot, but y'all should ideally keep this as a stepping stone to see where y'all stand overall in your syllabus, and do not save a lot for last moment, because it becomes a lot of hodgepodge, and it is just gonna make y'all get more anxious about things. So organize your time, create a study table that is going to be suitable for y'all, and a practical one, not something where y'all are just going to create and not follow it, because that does happen to us, right? Very often, that we do create a timetable and we think we're going to stick by it, but that is not what actually happens. Like, we find it too impractical in our day-to-day activity to actually sit and follow it. So when we do that, we do lag behind in a certain concepts, especially if y'all are keeping the concepts that y'all find tough for yourselves for the later. It is just gonna add to your stress, and it's not going to really work out well. Okay, it's going to affect the last moment studying, and it will affect the concepts that you'll already have a hold on to. So try and finish the concepts that y'all have difficulty understanding, even if it is something that your school hasn't even started. If y'all can try and maybe brush through that chapter on your own, take out maybe 5 10 minutes to just brush through that chapter and see what are the main concepts that you all find tough understanding, and try to look up or try to see if for instance, our channel has provided any rapid revision. We are coming up with the one shot revisions as well, so y'all, I'm pretty sure that will be helpful for y'all. But having said that, I think y'all should get an idea of, make a list of the subjects and the concepts under the subjects that y'all find tough or y'all have difficulty in understanding, and the easy subjects, the ones that you'll like, that you'll actually have ease in understanding and that y'all are confident about, y'all can schedule a study time for that, and complete that syllabus maybe according to however y'all like to function that way, but make a practical one is what I would say. I will just take a few comments. um Saksham Lakhera says online sources. My school is having major part covered in midterms. Yeah, most schools do that. Saksham, like I said, they save a major, I mean, a minimum portion for later, because they would focus on y'all wanting, I mean, on y'all revising, because y'all would have your pre-finals then as well. So they look at getting y'all prepared completely for your boards by Jan, by your pre-finals. So your pre-finals is like a perfect way to see where you'll stand that way. So yeah, so Ronal, okay. Hi, Veer again. Ma'am, maths board exam is having 3 hours. Yes, Shubhanshu sir did mention a change in the timing of the math exam yesterday. We are coming up with a video where we are talking about the latest, where we're going to be talking about the latest changes. Be it in the pattern, there are no changes as such, but there is a change, like you mentioned, in the maths paper. So we will be talking about that. That would mostly be taken by Shivanshu sir. So you can refer to that video for a clearer, I mean, to gain a clarity on that in um, your math exam. So where are the other two? Today is Sunday, so they are at home, but I'm looking forward to see if they would join me here. Ma'am, please upload one full chapters in one shot. Yes, Sonpreet Singh. So we are coming up with the one shot chapters starting next week. So I'm pretty sure that should help you. Prem Shankar, hello ma'am. Guys, so I am looking for input from your side to see where exactly y'all are having difficulty. Like uh, Saksham said that she's having difficulty in English literature and the metaphorical meaning of poems that way. And I would agree with her because the English in ICSE 10th does get very vast, and it gets with poems and the short troves and Shakespeare. Now, certain schools do choose. Different novels for themselves. Like some choose As You Like It by William Shakespeare, and like Saksha mentioned Julius Caesar, or we have Merchant in Venice as well. So these are the three main novels that are studied for ICSE 10th, along with the short troves and poems. So, other than English literature, I would want to know what are the other places y'all do find a challenge in. So that would be really that would really help me gain an insight on understanding y'all when it comes to your challenge places that way. So Evangeline says, "Hi, ma'am. Which aspirant am IIT?" And Evangeline, hi. I remember you from last time, Evangeline. You're an IIT, and okay, that's good to know, Evangeline. Um, I'm just seeing if Preksha ma'am or Shubhanshu sir have joined us here. Um, okay, someone says math is. Yes, math does get a little tough for certain students, but some students find it tough as well. Just like how some students love biology and some students find it very tough. Because in yesterday's live, I had someone tell me that biology makes them cry. Biology does have a few in-depth chapters like plant physiology and the circulatory system, the reproductive system as well. That does go into depth, but it gets very interesting as well if you have to look at it at a way of learning it with fun. I think it does get very interesting that way, to know how the functioning of your own body, to know how the functioning of living organisms around you actually go around. So I think that would draw your interest towards that, and it should, because it would reflect in your marks. And trust me when I say this, guys, when y'all learn things in a fun way, right, instead of thinking of it as a task to actually study and only score marks and get done with that exam. I mean, of course anybody and everybody do want to get done with their exams and have that feeling of freedom and have that heavy rock off their chest, especially after getting done with 10th boards. I'm pretty sure y'all do have this a sense of fear, or this sense of uh, anxiousness within y'all from when y'all entered 8th, because it is in your 8th grade when you actually start getting reminders, or you start getting these tiny breaks, or these tiny installations of the 10th boards approaching in maybe 2 years, and this is what y'all are gonna, if y'all do well in this is how your foundation is going to be set for your 10th board. So y'all should really do well here. So that is what we get, that is what I got when I was in 8th as well, because in my school they did tell us from 8th that whatever we studied in 8th was setting the foundation, the main foundation for what we were going to be studying in 9th and later in 10th. That was basically going to result in our good marks in both, so, and our performance in both. So I think from 8th we did have that ingrained in our head that okay, boards in another 2 years, boards in another 1.5 years, and then when we reached 9th, the pressure did start to build in, because we were going to be entering the 10th grade in a few more months after we entered 9th grade, and we were going to actually encounter that big beast. But don't look at it that way. I would tell you all not to look at it that way. Think of it as y'all completing the first major milestone in your life, that I would say. And once it's done, there will definitely be this feeling of this sigh of relief that y'all would have. But that sigh of relief should come with a sense of satisfaction, and for that sense of satisfaction or happiness to be there, that y'all did give what y'all could to that exam, or y'all did push yourselves in a certain way to give this exam, your 10th ICSE exam, your best. That sense of satisfaction will come only when you'll start working hard now, a little. When I say start working hard, and try to make sure that it includes smart work, okay? So there are many students who try to who delve into this entire system or this entire cycle of studying. Like they get into this entire uh, spell of 10th boards, especially when it is ICSE, the toughest board, and unpredictable paper pattern setting. The correction is tough. See, when it comes to correction, I will stop here and come back to my previous point. But when it comes to correction of these papers, uh, your papers are corrected by external faculty. That is an established fact. But there is this fear, there are a few myths that do stick on with most of the students, that the correction of ICSE 10th papers, irrespective of the subject, is very tough. I mean, like, it's very strict, and the marks that are allotted are not that the marks are not allotted that easily. Guys, I think y'all have to understand the answers that your um, examiners would be expecting from y'all, and how are y'all gonna get an idea of what is it that your examiners are going to be expecting from y'all. Okay, how are y'all going to get an idea of how exactly are y'all going to frame your answers, be it for English, be it for biology, and with the limited time that you'll have while answering your uh, papers, you all are definitely going to be under the pressure of time. And for that, to not succumb to the pressure of time, to know how to manage your time even in the exam, start practicing PYQs. Okay, start practicing your previous year questions. And online also, I mean, we will also be putting up content related to your previous year questions, and we will be solving questions with you all soon. But meanwhile, y'all can look up previous year questions for those of y'all who have your midterms just day after. I mean, if I'm not wrong, I saw somebody saying that they have their midterms on the 11th of September. So in that case, I would suggest y'all go to the sources online or wherever possible, the previous year questions that are available. Look for solutions, but then while looking for solutions for these previous year questions, to check the authenticity by of it. And how you would be able to do that is by actually looking up answers by students who have uploaded their answers previously, or by toppers of ICSE. You do have write-ups by toppers from the ICSE board, so do look up their writings and their tips on how to approach the answers of your uh, question paper that way. So with that, you will be able to get an idea. And also there are solutions provided by a few online sources online about the previous year questions. So y'all will get an idea of how to approach your answers that way. All right, and know what to include and know what not to include. And one thing, when y'all read the questions in your question paper, be it in biology, be it in physics, chemistry, English, or your other optional subjects, be it commercial applications, history, civics, geography, do try and understand the question. Because one thing that UPSC does do is it seldom asks direct questions. Okay, their questions, especially when it comes to the long answer questions, they do ask you they do frame the questions in a way such that you will have to give the definition and then maybe the explanation. But then few students, under that pressure of time in the examination, what they do is they read the question, they only pick up the key points of the question, and then they just start giving an entire explanation of the key points that they pick up from the question. But that is not exactly what the question would have actually asked for. Maybe the definition would have been a one liner. If it was a 5 marker question, the definition would have been a one liner. And maybe the function, if you're talking about the function of the nerves, or the function of the neuron, or etc. I'm just citing an example of the neuron in the question. Y'all can maybe quickly pen down a diagram, not very, don't take too long, but just to label, and just give a small definition and then cite the function. All right, for your long answer questions, and try to end it in a conclusive manner, even when it comes to your science subjects like physics, chemistry, and biology. I mean, I can tell you all about bio, For maths, I'm pretty sure Shubhanshu sir would tell you all. And when it comes to history and civics, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Preksha ma'am, apologies, I am taking your foot here, but I think little though I will also know with this. But when it comes to history and civics, also your answers would be a little elaborate with long answer questions that way. So learn how to frame your answers. That would be one suggestion from my side. um Taking a few questions. ICSE board is tough. Yes, ICSE board is tough. Compared to the other boards in the country, it is the toughest in the country. Ma'am, I faced difficulties in chemistry. Um, I don't know the basics of chemistry. Okay, I'm a biology educator, but what I can tell you is if you find difficulty in chemistry, try to brush up on your basics. Now, you are clearly saying that you don't know the basics of chemistry, and if you don't know the basics of not only chemistry, of any subject, especially when it comes to science and history, civics, and geography, if your basics are unknown, getting to know the rest of the subject does become tough. So do try and brush up on your basics of that subject. um, then practice. Okay, Asif says hello. Hi Asif. I'm good, thank you. Evangeline, find your weak points, Sonpreet. Okay, how to get 90 plus in boards? Nice question, Asif. I have problems in basics of chemistry. Like I said, Sonpreet Singh, do brush up on your basics, because only when you are done brushing up on your basics, would you be able to, delve into the larger concepts of chemistry. And considering the time we have left, if you are appearing for boards that is approaching in Feb, then you should brush up on your basics. Now you have midterm right around the corner, so I'm pretty sure a major part of your concepts, I mean, a major part of your major concepts would be done in most of your subjects. So nevertheless, it's not too late. Do brush up on your basics in chemistry and try to catch up with the major concepts that have, I'm pretty sure, been explained. How to get 90 plus in boards? Okay, very interesting question. And this is what most students do want to know. See, like I would say, first, with the time that you have in hand now, okay, so let's, even if we have to let go of the time that has already passed, we're in September. So September, October, November, December, and I am keeping Jan for revision completely, because I'm pretty sure most of y'all would have your pre-finals then. So I'm keeping Jan and maybe the first half of Feb, because tentatively y'all should have your board exam towards the end of Feb, because this year, again, like I said, 2024, the 10th boards were on Feb 21st. So I'm assuming that the tentative dates for 10th ICSE boards 2025 should be around the same as this year as well. So I would say keep January, the month of January, and the first half of Feb completely for revision. Okay, completely for revision, and completely you all would have your pre-finals, so keep it completely for revision, and keep it for practicing PYQs. Answer as many PYQs as possible, previous year question papers. Like I would suggest, don't start with 2024 immediately. Maybe you all can start with 2023, and then go down to 2022 and 21, 20, etc. At least practice 5, try answering at least one paper from each subject each. Coming back to your question of how to get 90 plus in boards, get an idea of your syllabus first. Okay, let's talk about this in a very organized manner. First, try to understand your syllabus completely. Okay, because the syllabus is very comprehensive, very vast, very in detail. Understanding it does take a little time. Even if you were going to school every day, you are going to school every day, and you are dealing with the subjects on a day-to-day basis. But nobody's going to come and show you the syllabus every day and be like, okay, this is what it is. Even though y'all would have a rough idea of what your syllabus might look like with subjects and stuff like that. get an idea of your syllabus, get an idea of how many chapters you'll have in total. And with your group 1 subjects, that is English, and your compulsory Indian language, which is I think Hindi, or it can be Kannada depending on what you all have chosen. Your uh, group 2, which would be history, civics and geography. And you would have your group 3, which is your optional subject. And in group 2 you also have your maths, physics, chemistry and biology. With all these subjects, try to understand, I mean, like, maybe try to marginalize the subjects that you all find tough, the concepts that you all find easy, and the subjects that you all find difficulty in. Okay, so once you all are done with that, try to understand how much your school has covered and where you stand in the completion of the entire syllabus on the whole, from the perspective of the boards. Okay, not from the perspective of your midterm. Try to see how much you have completed on the whole of your entire syllabus when it comes to your board exam. Okay, when you do that, you will understand where you stand. And once you get an understanding of where exactly you stand, try to make a organized timetable of each subject and how much time you are going to allot to it, depending on the difficulty level and what you find easy. And each student does have a certain time in each subject. They do take a longer time or maybe a shorter time, depending on their interest and depending on their understanding of the subject and their interest. So depending on that individually, I would suggest you all do make a timetable and start from today. Okay, start from today. Start with, when I say today, I mean today. And by that I say, by that I mean, try to at least jot down where you all stand, how much you all have finished, the concepts or the subjects, and under which subject you'll have a clearer understanding of which chapter, and where you'll need help, where are you all lagging behind. So once you'll do that and gain an understanding of where exactly you all stand, you all would be able to know how much more is left for you all to do. And when you all know how much more is left for you all to do, I think half of the or half of the challenge, sorry, let's not call it a problem, half of the challenge is solved there. Okay, so when you all know how much is left to do, you have to do nothing else but then just sit and complete those concepts in a very organized, structured manner, along with side by side revision, and try to ask yourselves questions regarding those concepts that you all do finish. All right, and do attempt PYQs and attend our videos that we do have going on our channel for you guys. So that will definitely add to y'all understanding the concepts in a clearer way. So yeah, once you complete the syllabus, Asif, by you say December, the entire syllabus for your 10th boards, you all can save Jan you all would have your pre-finals, and with that you would be able to understand where you stand with the marks you obtain in your pre-final results. And depending on that, y'all do have, I think, a week or two of time to revise, and y'all can prep yourselves completely for the upcoming exam. And um, after y'all do that, y'all do have gaps between your exam dates. Okay, the ICSE board is a little lenient when it comes to giving y'all gaps between your exams, because your exams do extend for around a month for 6 subjects. So in that way, make use of that time. Just stay dedicated till these boards get over, and then you will be able to breathe that sigh of relief in a satisfied, happy manner. And that should be able to fetch you a 90 plus in your boards, Asif. I hope I have answered your question. That is the most generalistic way I could have answered your question. I have hello Renala ma'am. Thank you Kabira. um Fanatic Queer is so cool. All right, guys. I hope I was able to answer your questions in this little time that I got with y'all. It was really fun interacting with y'all. And do not stress again. I would say do not stress. Do look forward to this exam instead of being anxious about it, if y'all are. And previous year questions are very important. That would give you a major idea on not only in biology or your science subjects, math, or any other subject like commercial applications. That would give you an idea of your English, your grammar as well. Grammar is very important, guys. Like many people take your their grammar for granted, and they do end up scoring less. Do take your grammar seriously, and your English language paper when it comes to comprehension, etc. Do go through previous year question papers. Do try solving it yourselves, and then look at the solutions of those question papers, and apply the same tactic for every subject, I would say. All right. And when it comes to geography, I'm pretty sure Preksha ma'am would give you all tips on how to go about the entire mapping part and the topography part of your subject. But that again, you do have questions in your previous year question papers. So that would be your best friend at this point, other than us at Thoughtwell. So we are your best friends here as well. We are here to guide you all and be with you all through this journey. So we would also get to breathe this sigh of relief in a satisfied, happy way when y'all are done well. When y'all have done well, and we would definitely, be happy to know that y'all have done well in your exams, and we have been able to, serve y'all in whichever way possible to help and guide y'all through this. Uh, Stressful, it shouldn't be stressful, but this yeah, I would call it stressful journey till y'all are done with your exams. So with that, I would wish you all a very good night. ICSE thought well rocks. Thank you fanatic queer. Thank you guys, and it was really nice joining you all for this little time on a Sunday evening. So do study, do relax, keep calm, and do what I asked y'all to. Okay, do not stress, and get a little organized when it comes to this, and that would really make y'all also feel satisfied at the end of y'all completing this exam. It's better than any feeling of regret. All right. So as of now, nothing should take a front seat in your lives other than this exam, with just a few months left. All right, and time flies. So do make the most of the time you'll have in hand. And yeah, I would see you all next, maybe in our videos or in the live sessions. I love these live sessions with y'all because it is so fun. So I would see you all in our next live session. Until then, good night, take care, and let's crack it. Bye guys.